Fence 5. Whether we make it or break it,
shield power increasing.
We'll see what happens. And I might have to do some shooting, which I'm not even set up for. Oh no, it changed. This is not my control setting. Oh well. Where are they coming from? West. Oh no! Sorry. Perfect timing, right? This is the one that they found a hole in it on Storm Shield Defense 4. I had a trap tunnel here set up for them and they decided to go under.
Yeah, not possible.
No biggie, I mean, they just bypassed a couple of my traps, not that many. It's not a big deal. Yeah. Pretty sure this is Smasher doing his thing. Oh, it did change a little bit the menu.
Sorry.
Get away from me, zombies.
Yeah, not possible.
Wrong button. They did change the configuration of the buttons a little bit. Oh well, no biggie. Like I said, I'm not too worried about this. The farthest they'll make it, it's up here, but they're not gonna break through.
We have a break in the action.
Oh yeah, well definitely. This is a side I didn't have any traps set up. Honestly,
Prepare for an attack from the east.
I didn't think they would come into here at all. But it's okay. No harm done. Very little defense. This side is the one that I know it's beast on the side. Oh, I'm in the wrong amplifier. See, that's what happened last time too. Wrong amplifier, wrong battle. It goes down. Wait, what? I was at the right amplifier. They just attacked me from a different side now. Fall damage? Nope. Sweet! Okay, let me see. I'm pretty sure I have my trap set up in this tunnel. There's some tunnels where I didn't set up traps just because I didn't want to waste traps until I knew they were going to be needed. This is one of those places though that you definitely do need to prep. Ooh. Nice. Well, I don't know where those tunnels lead to. Oh, I can't definitely use them. I forgot. Oh well, no biggie. They're attacking either side of the amplifier has defenses on this side. Yeah, I'm so not worried about it that I'm not even like near my amplifiers at this point. I don't even need to babysit that thing. If they decide to come up this way, which they can, I have traps set up. Probably not enough traps.
Oh, sorry.
What is going on with this game?
We have a break in the action. Another wave coming soon. Prepare for an attack from the east.
Oh well. So now we're getting this amplifier attack from the east. Which would be this side over here. Oh, this side is good too. Check this out. another one of those sites I don't have to worry about at all. I can just go and do my own thing somewhere else. Like, what is up with this right here? Why did it sit down and cozy fire? This game is so glitchy.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh well, I'm not too worried about this side, like I said. I don't want to go in there and get hit by propane, but see, there's another one of the sides where I don't have to worry about it. I mean, it's such a long tunnel. Honestly, like a 4x4 is enough. A 2x4 is enough. This is more like a 2x8 altogether. Basically what I mean is this is a 2x1. This is 2x2 basically, if that's where it was open. 4x... Ooh, propane. Told you. Propane. Told you. That's why I don't want to go in there. So I have those two tunnels covered, and then I have this tunnel up here for if they... Oh! Just as I was speaking. Either way. Then I have this tunnel up here just in case they decide to come up here. Which is not that many, but they might start following more. Touch fingers! Let's go down the trap so quickly. I can trade you some sturdy for nuts and bolts. You get nuts and bolts everywhere, and when you break cars and stuff. What people normally do for malachite is they trade like 20 nuts and bolts, 20 to 25 for like one malachite because of the rarity of the metal. Anyways, and another trap that became useless was this up here. I had a whole tunnel. I changed that to destroy all my ceiling I had in here, but I had this place covered with ceiling traps. With the new amplifier we set up in here, it kind of made all these traps useless, so I kind of turned it around just to get rid of them. Once I need more structures, I'll destroy that too. I don't need them anymore. Every time you set up amplifiers, it makes traps useless behind it because nobody goes behind the amplifier anymore. Either they attack the amplifier or they find another way in, but they do not go through a place where there used to be an amplifier that, you know, got set as a new amplifier.
Not possible.
So that place up there became useless. My other option to make useless while this thing's still fighting up there because there's no way they're gonna break in. The other amplifier option I had was up here, I believe. It's on this side. This place is a little bit of a maze. I'm not used to it, to be honest with you. Anyways, yeah, up here I have a whole trap tunnel set up back here. And the amplifier up there gave me a lot of trouble, hence why I set up such a big defense up here. And I have to get going because this is a defense that I was a little bit worried about actually. This is a new amplifier. When I set up new amplifiers, I don't like to set up a heavy defense just because I don't know where it's going to be coming from. And I don't like to waste my structures. There are more amplifiers to set up. There's at least 3 more I've seen around this map. They're coming in from the side that I defended against. Good. So I didn't want to waste too many resources, and on this amplifier I kind of went minimum and just set up a trap tunnel on the main entrance, which is that side. Hopefully, you know, it's enough. If not, then oh well, I'll pay the price. The one thing I did think about is that they're gonna try to come in up here, which of course they're doing.
Storm's getting rowdy.
Get out of my way, zombies. And of course they decided to do what I told them not to do. instead of trying to defend down there. This is such a stupid update they did. I don't know what the hell they...
Sorry.
I don't know what the fuck Epic did. They updated something on the fucking controllers. And now my whole controller scheme has changed. And I haven't really played since downloading the update. My bad. That was totally my fault. But freaking update. For some reason, it's not square to set up my traps anymore. It's triangle. And that's really throwing me off. Because when I set up a floor trap, like right there, why did it change from flame drill to that? If I have enough flame drills, this is so stupid update. Every time Epic does some shit, it's ridiculous crap. Because they think they're helping, but it's like, if you're gonna set up change the controllers on Battle Royale and on
Another wave
Save the World, at least give people a heads up that you change the controllers completely. There was an update saying that they added Builder Pro, but like this. Our L2 changed material. Which one changes material now? L. Why is the L trigger changing my material now? I haven't changed my controller schemes at all. I'm still in Quick Builder. Oh well.
Nope.
Either way, this was the worst attack.
Sorry.
Now I know where they're coming from, and this is basically what I do with the Storm Shield defenses. I set up a little bit, I go in and defend, and then I set up more for the next one. Like this one right here, they're coming in from this side again. But this time, it's a killing situation kind of thing, where I didn't have anything set up anymore, because obviously, I didn't think I needed it. And obviously they're coming in and around, so... Oh, I'm stuck, I'm stuck, I'm stuck. See, now the controls change again.
Commander!
It's okay. They're not gonna go into that. I'm just trying to minimize the damage I take on my stuff first, because I don't like rebuilding that much. And it's kind of fun to rebuild sometimes because you change the design a little bit, but when it gets destroyed just because, you know, you gotta touch twice. Oh snap. Tell you what, the only one that might get through is another Smasher upgrade, just because I don't have traps set. But no biggie, I mean, like I said before, you know, lack of traps up here doesn't really mean anything, see? Yeah, it gets a little stressful when you don't plan ahead to protect every single entrance, but in this game it's almost impossible to protect every entrance. That's why they make teams of 4. If you're gonna solo, you kind of have to get used to getting destroyed to the point of that, and you should be okay with that. I mean, it don't matter if things get destroyed, you can always rebuild, or you can just go full on out, build like crazy, defend every single possible entrance, and then when you don't need that anymore, destroy it. Yeah, and I will go back into the Storm Shield right now and show you guys why I didn't overbuild, but I want to open the 10 llamas I was supposed to open the other day. I was using low power guns. Actually, I didn't even shoot. I was just basically rebuilding and setting up stuff as I was going. My traps did all the killing, every single defense we did right now. I mean, it's not hard once you level up traps, and it's not hard to have traps because they put one in the store every week, and you save up enough coins to buy one thing out of the store every week, out of the daily coins. Now the reason why I do missions alone, why I'm comfortable doing up to 64 solo, is because most of the time in Canny nobody plays those missions. People just come to farm. I don't know why people come to farm to Canny. I mean, if you need something, you're probably gonna get it in your level. If you're going to a higher level to get stuff, it's because you messed up. You power up your guns too much, more than you needed it. Your guns are useless at a high power if you're not high power yourself. But anyways, you shouldn't be needing to farm anywhere near 10 levels ahead of you. Never. You should never need to farm 10 levels ahead of you. Those that farm 10 levels ahead of you, I don't know what you're looking for, but a lot of the times you people are the ones ruining the game because you come into level 70 missions just to farm. You don't set it in private server. People don't join in because there's low levels in the missions. If you are 10 to 15 levels lower than what you should be at, your guns are completely useless no matter what power level they are. We've gone over this more than once. I have the hacksaw, does 31,000. When I gave this hacksaw to somebody, it was only doing 8,000 DPS. The difference between 8,000 and 31,000, it makes this gun completely useless to be crafted for somebody at that level. Crafting wise, it takes sleek mechanicals, it takes shadow shard, it takes active power cells, it takes quartz crystals, it takes a lot of materials that honestly I do not want to waste on a gun that's gonna go to somebody that's not gonna get a use out of it. If you want a low power gun, I'll give you a Malachite weapon. I'll give you this one here, Siegebreaker. This Siegebreaker is doing 20,000 DPS for me. Was probably gonna do 5 for you instead of 8 for the hacksaw. So anyway, so that's pretty much, you know, why I like to tell people when they tell me, oh, can I have a 106 gun? It's like, no, you don't need it. I'll craft you a knock. That one's gonna be cheaper on you. This one only takes malachite, sturdy mechanicals. I'll craft you a Siegebreaker. Those two guns are better choices. 15,000, 20,000. I know you see the 30,000 you want it. I know you see that obliterator you want it, but the guns are only as effective as your level. Check this out. 30,000 DPS right now, right? Hacksaw. Right, this 617 offense power is roughly what you have around Plankerton. Roughly when you max it out in Plankerton. Let me see. Offense, this one. This is roughly Plankerton mid-level, 323. That's probably what most of you have in Plankerton mid-level. Let's go to the schematics. Oh, it didn't change. Oh yeah, it did. Look. See, that's 10,000 DPS. It went down 20,000 DPS and my level only went down by 9 levels. I was at level 70, now I'm at level 61, and my DPS went down on this gun to 10,000 DPS. Hence why I say it's useless to waste materials on lower level players wanting good guns. Because check it out. Siegebreaker, almost 7,000 DPS. At 3,000 DPS, for level 3 to level 4 materials is a waste of materials. You're not getting much use out of it. You're not benefiting out of spending the extra level materials yet, just because your power level makes it useless. A 58 and an 82 gun, they pretty much do the same damage around you, just because, you know, the power level wise.
Three-pronged approach.
And I know it's tempting to get a higher power weapon so you can do higher power level missions, farm and stuff, but you're wasting time, you're wasting you know, resources. You're probably gonna spend more in guns and time farming higher levels than you're gonna get out of it, just because your level's not meant for that.
Welcome.
I'm trying to get the last of the heroes before I choose one out of the quests they put up for today.
Ooh, someone means business.
Missing shotgunner bus, and I'm missing the guardian angel bull, whatever his name is. More guns. I got one of the shotgunners. Purple. I can always level him up to gold, I guess. They keep giving me guns. I don't want the guns.
Oh no!
I want the hero that I'm missing.
Prizes.
The reason I want the heroes is because the heroes, you can't get them out of the research. You can only get guns and regular heroes, not special events. Oh, I didn't even see who the ninja was.
Aw, you pick. Remember me.
I didn't have any patrol board wards. Good thing I got one.
Ah, time for the harvest. I regret nothing. Oh, yay! Llama out!
I never know what to pick with those things. Oh, I already have her. Let's go. Hero, 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 please. Well, I have her. I don't have her. That's one of the two I was missing. So now I can go play the mission, get the constructor guy, and I'm done. With the blockbuster event.
Swing away! That was awesome!
Be awesome if I get the bull guy right now. The constructor guy. Please, cause oh, I got too excited for nothing. I mean, still cashing in 10 of those to try to get the rest of the stuff I'm missing is it's not a bad idea. I've been farming canny badly like crazy, and I'm barely on Stone Shield Defense 5, so that's, I mean, I got another 10 llamas in there. I know Medeni's, but like I was saying, you know, I dropped my level down 10 levels from what I'm normally at, and check this out. My hacksaw is only doing 10,000 DPS. I dropped my level 9 levels. I was 70, now I'm 61, and it's only doing 10,000. The Siegebreaker is doing almost 7,000. It's a 3,000 difference. If you want to waste the materials for hacksaw, sleek mechanical, shadow shard, active power cells, quartz crystals, if you want to waste those materials for a hacksaw, doing 3,000 more DPS than Siegebreaker, I have nothing against it. I'm just letting you know it's probably best if you just stick with Malachite weapons. Just because I believe you're level 34, I think. I'm level 61 right now, and my weapons are not that, you know, that great per se. But if I go back into my squads and I go back to my actual level that I'm supposed to be at,
Teamwork. Teamwork.
Team bonus. Teamwork.
I mean, check it out. I just went to 67, not even full 70. And check what the Hacksaw's doing now. 24,000. Well, yeah, but at level 61, it was only doing 10,000. Yeah, it's not a bad trade. I mean, you're basically giving them... Think about it this way. A gun requires 4 things to work. A power cell, ores, and the mechanical parts. Technically, the ores and the mechanical parts are similar in value. The power cell and the other stuff is similar in value when it's together, basically. So when you have 11 malachite, is equivalent to 30 sturdy, and it's also the equivalent to the power cell and the powder blast, basically, if you think about it. So when you're trading 70 sleek for a 106 gun that requires 30 sleek to be made in the first place, that's a really good deal. Because you're basically giving him 30 sleek and the 11 shadow shard, and then he's putting in the rest of the stuff for the other 10. So it's a pretty fair exchange. Well, if you want me to craft a 106 gun, I do want the sleek, I do want the shadow shard, and I do want the power cell. Yeah, I mean, if you got the mats, yeah, sure. Let me just, I'm gonna stop recording in a second. I just wanted to point this out while I was trading my llamas. I was gonna keep the loot llamas until the new event happened, but then Epic went ahead and did this where you can basically get one of those picks out of the 4, and I was missing a couple, so I wanted to see which ones I could get lucky with the llamas without having to break them all. To get the heroes, and as you can see, the only hero I'm technically missing is that one in gold, but I can turn one of the purple ones, and then this one right here. For these guys right here, I already have them in my inventory regardless of whether they're in the book or not. When I'm done with this game, completely done with this game, if I didn't get those heroes, I'll just put in the ones I have on my inventory in there, along with all the guns that I own that I'm missing on my book, and then I'll call it even and probably find a different hobby. If that day ever happens. But with the new feature they added in, I'm thinking of maybe buying a couple of things that I don't have or I don't want to purchase. Like on this one, if you just want to buy a gun, it does take legendary flux, which I had 200 this morning. I don't know what happened to the other 100. I didn't purchase anything, what the heck? I had 200 of those. Well, I don't know if any of you've noticed, but this game glitches a little bit. Sometimes when you have your inventory and you go in and out of missions constantly, every time you check your inventory, sometimes the items change a little bit. They become less, they become more. I've noticed that. It randomly happens. I don't know why. Same goes with guns. When I craft this Dragon Fury power 34, it gives me a power 21. When I craft this power 52 Whisper, it gives me a 41. So I don't know what's going on with this game, but it does that a little bit every now and then, where it changes the power level of a gun after you craft it. Also, if you craft a gun, I've noticed that when you go in and out of missions, it will change the power level constantly. When I'm playing, I don't know if that's a glitch that you guys have noticed or not, but it's something that's happened to me a couple of times in missions. My guns and my items will change value numbers going in and out of missions. I lose items from my inventory. I lose items from my resources. I'm pointing it out because I had 200 legendary flux this morning and I have not used it, and right now I have 100. I was barely gonna use some right now. So it's something to keep in mind. It's an early access game and it's cool, but I honestly don't know if this is something that happens to other people or it's just happening in my game. So at this point, I'm not really too concerned. It's just a few items here and there that appear and disappear from my stuff, so I don't mind it. I've had guns disappear from my schematics though, so I don't know if you guys ever noticed that. Anyway, so now that I have that, I'm gonna go ahead and play the event, and you know that's a good way of getting all the heroes. Grind for blockbuster events. You get like every time you do missions, you get blockbuster events. You can purchase the llamas. Whatever you don't get, whatever hero you don't get in the llamas, you can pick it right here in the mission. That's actually really nice of Epic to do. So I'm gonna stop recording and